Of all the missions Special Forces units need to perform, hostage rescue are by far the most difficult and sensitive, requiring each country's absolute best of their best. In the past, successful hostage rescue missions have catapulted units to iconic status, including Britain's SAS after the Iranian embassy siege and Israel's Sayeret Matkal in the raid on Entebbe. On October 30th, 2023, after Hamas-ISIS created the largest hostage crisis in modern history, a secretive unit, who are not part of the Israeli military, successfully rescued a kidnapped female soldier from the clutches of Hamas, deep inside the Gaza Strip. Who were they? What do we know about them? And which elite Israeli units are entrusted with the hardest missions of all? Before we get into the video, if you are military, law enforcement, or are a civilian with a high level of tactical gear knowledge, you can apply to Agilite's gear testing program. Selected applicants receive product samples, videos, or questionnaires regarding gear or concepts still in development, free of charge. Click the link in the description below to apply. Now, back to the video. While they didn't operate in Gaza, on Israeli soil, Israel's Tier 1 SF unit for hostage rescue is Yamam, the elite special forces unit of the Israel Police. Yamam is widely considered to be the world's premier counterterrorism SF unit and is rumored to train with American and other Tier 1 units. They specialize in close-quarter combat in civilian areas, such as raids against hostile targets and hostage rescue operations, both in the heart of Israel and deep inside the narrow streets of the West Bank. In the surprise terror attack by Hamas on October 7, 2023, Yamam was the first in line in the fight against the vicious terrorists. In over 21 different locations throughout the Gaza border area, Yamam, while being spread thin, still managed to rescue countless innocent citizens while killing and capturing hundreds of terrorists. The overwhelming number of terrorists could not hold a candle to Yamam, who even called in airstrikes from F-16 fighter jets where needed. While Yamam deals with the countless domestic operations, there's only one unit entrusted with hostage rescue within the Israeli prison system. Israel's prisons are home to an unhealthy and volatile mix of criminals, gangsters, and arch-terrorists, to the extent that they require their very own Special Forces unit. Masada is the #1 corrections Special Forces unit in the world. They specialize in every aspect of riot control, breaching, and hostage rescue, but turned up to the max, as the claustrophobic and fortified nature of prisons and prisoner transport present unique challenges that normal SF units are not trained for. The unit has molded itself to be as self-reliant as possible and works with a variety of tools and custom weapons, while also keeping in mind that a wrong move can have dire consequences and enormous political implications. While dealing with domestic threats is a challenge, Israel also has to contend with external threats, which is where one might find the footprints of the elusive Sayeret Matkal. Sayeret Matkal is considered to be one of the best special operations units in the world. Although classified as a field intelligence gathering unit, its capabilities and reach are much greater than anyone could imagine. They're one of Israel's most secretive units, and almost all of their operations are highly classified. Unlike any other unit in Israel, Sayeret Matkal allegedly conducts complex special operations far from Israel's borders. They vary from the assassination of high-value targets, like mass murderer Abu Jihad, who was assassinated in his home in Tunisia, to the successful rescue of over 100 hostages from a commercial airliner on foreign soil in Operation Entebbe. Sayeret Matkal is the meeting point at the pinnacle of Israel's intelligence and special operations communities. Although every unit mentioned so far has its own accolades, it is the operators of a secretive tactical unit of the Shin Bet that can claim the rescue of the IDF soldier from the clutches of Hamas. The Shin Bet, or Shabak, is Israel's internal security service and is the third pillar of Israel's intelligence community, alongside the Mossad and the IDF's intelligence corps. Their responsibilities include espionage, interrogation, hacking, and much more. The Shabak succeeds in uncovering terrorist cells and plots and regularly works alongside both the IDF and the Mossad. Within the Shin Bet is the almost completely unknown operations unit that works in the shadows, conducting its most daring and risky combat missions. These include the capture and assassination of high-value targets and hostage rescue missions. They are the real unit that the popular Netflix series Fauda is based on. In the Israel-Gaza war in 2023, As the IDF began to enter Gaza, the Shabak understood that there was limited time to conduct rescue missions in a war zone as dense and hellish as Gaza. On October 30th, in an operation named First Light, Shabak operators went deep inside Gaza to rescue Ori Migdish, an IDF reconnaissance soldier who was kidnapped by Hamas terrorists. They got in and out of one of the most dangerous places on Earth, rescued her, and sustained 0 casualties. For more videos on Israeli Special Forces and their gear, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, if you are military, law enforcement, or are a civilian with a high level of tactical gear knowledge, you can apply to Agilite's gear testing program. Selected applicants receive product samples, videos, or questionnaires regarding gear or concepts still in development, free of charge. Click the link in the description below to apply.